Hey guys, I hope the noise does not come inside the house. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Itabelo Nkopo. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Guys, there's a funeral in my neighborhood. So I thought, you know what, let me take at least this hour, cause guys, you understand. So yeah, I have like an hour or so, so I'm gonna tell a continuation of that story. And obviously I cannot tell like the whole series of events. There'll still be more story times, of course, because I mean a lot has happened. Okay, so the day I left, okay. So the day I left, we're still talking normally, like how you'd normally talk to your man during the day and whatever. And then later on, when he lets me know that he's at the border, then this is when I tell him, oh, you know what? Listen, don't panic. When you get to an empty house, nothing was stolen. I took everything and I left. And he was like, what do you mean? And I told him, that's what I mean. I have left. And like he was in disbelief, obviously. And then I exited all the family groups, like everything, you understand. That was my a mini official exit at the time. What did he do? He went to sleep at his home. Remember, we were not staying too far from our homes, you understand? So he had to go sleep back at his home. And the following day now, I get a call. From a police officer. Police officer is asking me to come to the police station. I'm like, regarding what? And police officer is like, a stolen child. I'm like, what stolen child? And then he says, he calls my baby's names. I'm like, no, he's not stolen. I'm his mom. He's not stolen. So he's like, and he's being very aggressive, you better come here. I'm like, no, I'm not coming. And the reason why I had the, not, what would you call it, is bind, guys. The reason why I had is bind was because I had already spoken to my lawyer, so like I knew what my rights were. And okay, let me also say that when planning my exit, I was consulting, you understand. At first I used to consult my friend Blakey. Shout out to Blakey. Advocate Lifa. So she used to tell me, but I didn't tell her who it was. Like, I never said it was me. I always used to say things like, I have a friend, 1, 2, 3, 4, she's in a predicament. What would you advise? What would you advise? And I understand, guys, that it's so wrong of us for us not to pay for your services. And I apologize for myself and on behalf of everybody who's always asking for favors from their lawyer friends. Wrong, guys. I get it now. So, but then eventually because also I didn't want her to like know everything, you understand. So I ended up finding a lawyer, and then I opened the file. Basically, yeah. So I knew what my rights were. So immediately after that, and then I call my lawyer, and she's like, no, don't panic, and this was on I think when I moved out, it was on a Wednesday. So they were calling me on Thursday. So I didn't go to work again on Friday. Like, I didn't go to work the entire from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on Friday, my my boss calls me. My boss, who also happens to be my friend assistant, she calls me. She's like, you have a, what do they call them? Someone papers. These are money, guys. And Haibo. And then I did go. I called my lawyer obviously first, and she's like, go and find out, stop panicking. So I did. I went to the office, I got the papers, and then I went straight to the office. And then like she was like, man, go go to court on Monday, because it was even on Monday, like the following Monday. I got this papers like on Friday, and on Monday I have to go to court. So I went to court. Okay, so she was like, no, don't panic. I cannot remember because they have their own jargon, guys. I cannot remember what it had said. Binding order. Yeah? Binding order. Yes, I think it was a binding order. And then we went to court on Monday. Okay, sharp. We get there. And note, guys, another thing I will say is when you embark on this journey, okay, disclaimer, when you embark on this journey, you need to be mentally prepared. You need to tell yourself, okay, you know what, I'm gonna stand, and I'm gonna stand for this. You know, you understand? So like I really had to be mentally fit. But I will tell you, guys. Okay, so I was saying that another thing I'll tell you is sometimes you are going against a powerful family, obviously. And listen, they will bury you alive. Okay? One thing about the how country, how country, how you get me? So even if they will bury you alive, so you really need to stand, and you really have to have the isbindi. More than anything, isbindi, guys, isbindi sharp. So we get there on Monday, and we are called in. So when we go in, the magistrate who was holding our case is like, I know both of you. I know like both of your parents. And now personally, I didn't know him. And then he read through and he was like, what's the problem? And then I told him my side of the story, and then he told his side of the story, you understand? And I remember he was just like, no, man. Me personally, I'd never give you guys a divorce. You need to sit and decide what you want. If you don't know what you want, at the end of this day, I'm going to tell you what to do. You understand? And then we sat the entire time in the courtroom. People were going in, going out. Like we were sitting there at the back of the at the back of the courtroom. And then later on, he asked us, so you guys still haven't decided? And we're like, yes. And he was like, so now I'm going to tell you what to do. Okay, a little backstory, Nyana, guys, okay? When we would go counseling, my ex-husband kind of felt like the counselor was in my favor, you know? And I mean, this person is neutral. We only know this person from this place. But I mean, and he ended up convincing me that he feels like we shouldn't involve him anymore. We should work things out on our own. And I agreed. Stupid. I agreed, you know. And another thing is, I had also felt like when we were going to his family, I always felt like his family was for him. And I still feel that way, by the way. Anyway. So now we're in court, and now the magistrate tells us that, you know what, man, go back when girl, me, show your husband where you stay. You guys must go together now, you know, and come back. Okay, so he must know where I stay. Okay, so now we leave. I show him where I stay. We were using his car, and then we came back. And then when we came back, we went in again, and he's like, oh, so did you see? He's like, yeah, I saw. Okay, so later today, you go back home, you take your belongings, and then you move back in with your wife. The Bible says a man shall cleave that was very funny. A man shall cleave unto his wife and leave his mother and father. So there's no reason for you to be staying in your parents' house again. So do that. And tonight, you guys, because I understand there's gonna be tension and whatever. Don't go home. Don't cook. Don't go home. Go home. Get ready, and you guys must go out and talk the issues that you guys are telling me now. Talk them through over dinner. And on Saturday, I want to see the both of you. I want feedback. Like this week, try to talk, try to mend things. I want to see the both of you. I am volunteering to take you guys out to somewhere, it was out of town, up the mountains. I wanna go talk with you guys up the mountains, and because I would never do that to both these families. Sharp. Guys, it's already late, so, and then we leave. So I go back. Okay, let me say something. During the case, his parents are outside. And I remember when we were supposed to go to my house, his dad was not happy at all, but it's fine. We still left anyway, and then we came back. So then, this time around, we all get in our cars, we leave. So I'm leaving to go home to go freshen up, because what? I'm going to dinner, there's hope. I wait for my man. I'm bathed. I think I wasn't dressed up. I think I was just, I'm not sure. But I had already bathed. I was just waiting for my man. I've already made space for him in the locker. Yeah, I'm too sharp. So he comes back, he parks, I open the gate, he parks, and then he's like, let's talk, in his car. So I get in the car, and I look in the car, there's no signs of a person coming back. So I listen, and he's like, they said I must not come back. Please don't ask me who they are. I don't know. I still don't know. I never asked. I didn't want to know, I guess. I don't want to know. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he left. And I remember calling magistrate. Haibo. This is the feedback. They said he must not come back. I cannot remember whether he did ask me, Lena, or who, because I didn't know. And he was like, okay, let's wait for the weekend. And then the weekend came, and then I asked him. Now, I'm the one who's pushing, guys. I'm the one who's pushing now. I asked him, so are we on for tomorrow? And he's like, no. Yo. And then I called magistrate. He said, no, he's not on for tomorrow. And I think that was the end of my conversations with magistrate, guys. Yeah, I don't think we've ever had any conversations about it after that. Sharp. Fast forward, this is this week, the following week, guys, and I think I was on field. Another someone, another colleague of mine calls me. Yela, I just received your summon letters. I'm like, what does it say? He's like, what, child, what? I'm like, okay. I'm already on my way anyway. And then I come, and then I see them, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot. I call my lawyer, and then my lawyer's like, come, bring them. And then I go, and then we discuss them, and she's like, there's no way. There's no way. I don't understand which lawyer did this, Okay. Hello, fast forward into the week, I get a call. Hello, so. Cousin lawyer. Okay, can we meet up? Me, regarding what? He tells me. And I'm like, can I please find out from my lawyer? And then I'll get back to you. And it's like, okay. And then I call my lawyer. Hey, I got a call. So, he wants to meet up. And she's like, oh, so that's his lawyer. And I'm like, I think so. And she's like, it corner into of anyway, go. And then I go. In fact, I didn't call my lawyer on this occasion. I remember saying, let me come. And then I went, and then I told her, and then she was like, go. And we met at a local mall there. So he's like, tell me what's going on. And I'm like, what do you mean I must tell you what's going on? Your client didn't tell you what's going on. And he's like, no, just tell me what's going on. Anyway, because I'm an obedient child, I tell him what's going on from the start to the finish to how we are here now. And he's like, you know what? Can we please meet during lunchtime tomorrow? I'm like, I have plans tomorrow. Can we do it the next day? And he's like, okay, fine. And then he calls Ugai. And Ugai is like, okay, sharp, we'll meet. Right. And then the day of the lunch of the meeting, not lunch like we were gonna eat, but like it was during an hour of lunchtime, you understand? I go. Ugai is nowhere to be found. Ugai is not even taking our calls. Hi guys. So the court case was, I can't remember. I can't remember exactly, but maybe it was like the following Monday, you know, and it's a child's court. And then I tell my lawyer what happened, and she's like, something is off, but you know what? Go. I don't think you'll need me at this point, at the way things are going. No, man, I know this lawyer. So one thing I'm not sure of is whether they had spoken, because I realized that they know each other very well, you know. And yeah, and she was just like, no, go. If there's any problem, you'll call me. And then we went to the child's court, and when we got there, now the lawyer is calling us both. Like, we were already inside. I don't know, it's a waiting room. The humiliation, I was humiliated on that day when I saw people I used to go to school with. Including that ex-lawyer of mine. I was humiliated. Okay. And then he calls us outside, and he says, don't do it. He tells him, don't do it. I can't remember, or he said something like, you don't have the grounds or what. Yeah, but he said, don't do it. And then we agreed that when we go in, he will withdraw. And then we indeed went in, and then he withdrew the case. So that's what happened right afterwards, you know. Fast forward again, this is now 2022. In 2022, I go through surgery. I lose my brother. I'm dating someone. I would also assume he was dating someone. Around those times, I will say the dust has settled quite a lot, you know, and there's a lot that has happened, guys. I'll still do story times on a lot that happened, the in-betweens, how he assaulted me, you know, but it's fine. Okay, so now let me start after the funeral, after my brother's funeral. Now we like start talking in, like, even all this time we are still talking, you know, we are still meeting, we still, you know, Yeah. And after the funeral, but may I also say that he did not attend the funeral. But after the funeral, because I'm stupid, I still we still chill, we still, in fact, I'm starting to feel okay, we are going somewhere, we are born, and Lena has on some, you know what, I think you should break up with this person of yours, and I'm also going to clear the things on my side, and then I assume, because I broke up with the person I was dating at the time, and I also assumed he did the same. I even, because also another thing, may I say that his family was very, very, very supportive during the funeral, you understand? And Liena, I'm starting to see him come around with like serious talks of us, So now I feel like, okay, things are going well. I've broken up, he's broken up. We are there, we are fixing, we are seeing each other. I drive to his workplace during the lunchtime, But something, this time around, he would always make me park at the back of his workplace. I never asked why, but because we are naughty people, I always thought, man, it's you understand, sharp. And then the relationship starts going nice again. Kube mnandi again, guys. I'm starting to get impressed. Like, he's starting to act like that man that I know. He's starting to act like that man that I know, And I even remember asking my mom in love, you know what? Please help me pray for this. I have anger, I'm looking at my flaws. I'm like, I really want to work on myself. I need God to help me. I need to forgive. I need to let go. Hey. And Shem, umami-in-law, is also helping me pray. And I'll say, Ena, she's always, I would say, very supportive in many ways, especially when I would like ask her, can you please help me pray? Because I remember even when my brother was hospitalized, we would pray, she would even we would pray, okay? We would pray. I would ask her, okay, let's pray until 11. And she would stay up until 11, guys. If I had said 11 or 12, we would pray. She would come to they would come to my house. My mom in love and father in love, my former mom in love and former dad in love, they would come to my house, and then we would pray, we would pray with my friends, some of my cousins. Like, the support was real. I won't take that away from them, and I'm truly grateful for the support. So even this time around, I ask her, I really need to, let's pray about it, And she used to pray. We used to pray about it. On another side, I'm seeing her, guy is acting very right, things are falling into place. Okay, God, give me the wisdom. Give me the wisdom to become the Proverbs 31 wife, a virtuous woman. As all of this is happening, now we have to take our baby somewhere. Okay, and I remember the day before we traveled, he didn't even have a car. Like, when I say, guys, things were really shining, he would take a cab to my house. He comes, we spend time as the family, we bond. And then later on, very late in the AMs, he calls a cab and then he leaves. Pay attention. The following morning, he comes, he picks me and baby up, and then we leave. So we were supposed to go to his home first to go and pray. One thing about me, guys, I believe in prayer. And my mom-in-law also believes in prayer. My former mom-in-law also believes in prayer. So on our way, he's acting very funny this morning. Very, very funny. Considering the night we had, he's very funny. Okay. And then the direction of where the car is going also. I'm like, where are we going? And he's like, I'm picking who. He calls his cousin's name. I'm like, okay. And okay, like I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Like, who funny, man? Very, very funny. He's very, very funny. We pick him here on our way, and then we go to his home. When we got to his home, I don't know, something said, pick your phone, like in me. I picked my phone, and then I realized that he sent me a message earlier, like even before, maybe before we met. But I didn't see the message because, you know, when you're packing, bathing a child, toys, whatever, it was a hectic morning, you understand? So this message says, and when I see this message, we are about to pray. We are now in his home. It says, I'm going with my person. He says in Sesotho, in fact, "Ke tsamaya le motho wa ka. Please don't be dramatic." Luna, I can't remember what the prayer was saying. To this day, I don't remember hearing the prayer. I remember Amen. I was just like, Amen. And that was a very vulnerable moment because, oh baby, one, was not very well, okay? Two, he was going for about like 3 or 4 months. This is around June 2022, if I'm not too mistaken. Now, I realized that this awkward energy, because even also the cousin was very awkward. He was acting very awkward. Like, the him I know wasn't him on that day. So, even I was sitting in front of the car. Now, when we leave, I'm like, let me go sit at the back. I go sit at the back with my child. Cousin sits in front. We were also going via my mom's. We go, and I didn't tell my mom, but she was just like, yeah, you're not okay. Listen, it's gonna be all right. You know, my mom is trying to like, listen, it's not forever. You understand? At this point, I feel like crying. I don't know what to expect, first of all, because I didn't know that we still had people in our lives. One. Two, okay, sharp. So we leave, guys. We leave, and then now we go where we are going to pick girlfriend. I didn't know I get he has a girlfriend. I'm seeing girlfriend for the first time. How she greets me is already, I don't know if it was me, guys, but even the greeting wasn't, I don't remember if I answered. I'm not sure. I probably didn't. I don't know. And then she gets in the car, and then we leave. We are going across the border, guys. We are going out of the country, and I mean, we're gonna drive for like 3-4 hours to get there. Yeah, maybe 2 to 3.5. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a long drive, a very long drive. And then we go, guys. I'm raging. I didn't respond to the text. I haven't had the chance to talk to him. I'm just looking at him like, are you for real? What is it? Am I dreaming? And may I also mention that baby is a bit sickly, guys. Baby is sickly, okay? I'm not okay. Baby is going for like 3 months, obviously. And then now this. We leave. Somewhere along the way, baby is even vomiting. We have to like stop on the side of the road to attend to baby, like undress him. He's heating. I nearly said he's overheating. His temperature is rising, guys. And then it was very tense. That was the longest drive of my life. In that nobody is talking. Nobody is talking in the car. Who tense? Nobody is even trying to make conversation. I'm raging inside, but like on my face, I'm just like, you know. And then we got to our destination. When we got to our destination, he even offers to buy lunch, and then we had lunch. And the way he's talking to me, guys, it's as if nothing happened, you know. He's making like silly jokes, like some of the silly jokes that we usually make, and I'm just like, greens, you know. I haven't recovered from the shock. As for in-laws, guys, when they say your in-laws know, they know. They know. Nobody can tell me otherwise. They know. Okay? So we go back. Same energy. I'm overheating. Now I'm overheating. All I keep saying is fan. Heat, fan. Aircon. Oh, aircon. 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 Because I'm overheating. I'm feeling so hot. And you know what he meant when he said no drama? He meant I must not repeat that thing that happened that other time. And obviously I wouldn't repeat it. I get that other time I had backup. So, I mean... Oh. We drove for another 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I can't remember the distance. I mean the hours. I should know the hours, by the way. I'm just not invested in that. But it was a long time, like 3 hours, guys. 3.5, 4 hours. We go back. I feel like it's very tense, guys. And then when we got to Lady Brand, I remember them stopping, him and the cousin, and they bought some drinks. I felt like I would say he must buy me drinks. You understand? But now, and I'm very shocked he's not asking. You know, because I mean, he offered to buy food. So I mean, we need drinks. So in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe he knows that if now I start drinking my tongue, I'll make sure, you know, that I drink at least one or two savannas quickly, so that at least they get things to drink. They don't get us anything, not even water. And then we go back. We cross the border, and then he drops me at my house. Guys, when I get to my house, I call my mom. I'm like, you won't believe what just happened. Also, I couldn't talk to anyone. Like, you know, when we were going, Akira baby was also sick. And he didn't give me the chance to process this information. I'm very, very shocked. I didn't say anything to anyone. Like, how humiliating. How humiliating. And I could see that cousin could see it in my eyes. Akira was sitting behind. Cousin is a guy cousin. He was, like, he could see the rage in my eyes. Like, even how I would look at him when he looks at me, like, I'll give him that, don't look at me, look, you know. But I'm also shocked. Guys, and I want to say that during these times, I'm baking, Luna. I'm baking for my in-laws. I'm taking cookies to my in-laws. I remember one time when former mommy in-law was not okay. She was a bit fluish, ne? She was a bit fluish. And because, I mean, this is like my prayer partner also. Not like really, really prayer partner, but like, you understand what I mean. I even order a gift, a fluish gift from one of the popular gifts. Kind of, what do they call it? Hey Queenie, how can I forget your business name? Yeah, but I order from her, and I tell her, hurry, at the end you must write the juniors. Who? Not me. Who? The juniors. I'm such a fool. Me. Foolishness. Me. Guys. No. Nobody can tell me anything. I'm a fool. I'm such a fool. I call my mom, guys. I tell my mom what happened. Listen, my mom's heart. You know, I broke my mom's heart. And the thing is, there was no one I could call, guys, obviously. There was no one I could tell about this. I have never been humiliated in my life. It's the fact that when we got there, sister-in-law was there, you understand? So, I mean, even if I would say my former mommy-in-law didn't know, I don't know, guys, I don't know. We've never spoken about it. Even if I would say her, she didn't know. I mean, sister-in-law must have told her, hurry, they were here, she was there. Me, the one who's been praying, the one who's asking for prayers, she never said anything to me, guys. She's up to this day, she's never said anything to me about it, which makes me believe, hi man, she knew, like, I don't know what we were praying for. I don't know, guys. You tell me what you think. I don't know. Because, I mean, even if she didn't know, okay, why did we not talk about it after? Or was it not worth talking about, guys? Was it not worth talking about? Like, this one, I still haven't fully recovered because, yay! In-laws. So I call my mom, guys. I call my mom, and then, yeah, her jaw dropped. Like, her jaw dropped. Because I mean, we are all praying, guys. We are all praying. She's also praying. Okay. So then, guys, I have, and I'll say this to anyone who's married, you need to have one person, one reliable person in that family that you can trust, that you can trust like fully so, because you know when they say keep your friends close but your enemies closer, you need to have that person who gives you relevant information. Because I mean, when you're divorcing, you it's a chess game. You need to move, you need to strategize. So I call my person, I tell my person, no, this is what happened, girlfriend. And I'm suspecting she looks pregnant, man. And another thing is, when they bought booze, they didn't buy us booze. Could I be imagining things? And my source is like, hi, I don't know, I'm not aware, but I'll find out. I'm like, please find out. Guys, I don't ask him anything. I don't say anything to him. Remember now, we were now in a place of like, we're talking every day. Good night, love. Good night, baby. I love you. What? You understand? That day, I don't say anything. Like, I don't ask him. I'm still shocked. You understand? And then the following day, he's like, can I come see you? I'm like, sure. But what I used to do, guys, after this whole thing, like, I'll still get into it, Leona. I used to sell goodies. Now, I was no longer giving him goodies for free. You understand? So, like, every time okay, let me not say every time, but like most times, we would talk money and then goodies. And for example, he would buy goodies for like the whole month, you understand? So he's getting goodies for the whole month, or he would buy goodies for the week, you understand? And then he would get goodies for the week. So on that day, I'm like, no, send money for the goodies. And then he sends money for the goodies. And I'm like, yeah, you can come. And he comes with a cab. He comes and he arrives, he knocks. I'm just keeping quiet, guys. Like, I just kept quiet. I was just like, but what the? I kept quiet, and he's like, I know you're inside. He's talking. He's not silent at my door. He's talking. And then I ended up even going to my room, you know. He goes at the back, and my curtain was not very closed. He peeps through the curtain and he's like, please open, like, I come in peace, you know, what. I closed my curtain and I went to bed. And very unfortunately, my front kitchen window didn't like necessarily close, and he managed to open it, and he took my sneakers. To this day, we haven't had the conversation about why did you take my sneakers? Like, where are my sneakers? In fact, I think I asked him and he just laughed about it afterwards though. And that was when I was like, ceasefire. Guns down. I give it to you. No, I give it to you. Shem, you did me dirty. And after that day, I've never sold goods. Never. And I felt, I like, if anything, guys, I have learned to forgive myself. I was so mad at myself. I was not forgiving myself. It took me so long to forgive myself from this one. And yeah, and then I called my lawyer and I told my lawyer, you know what? Or in fact, before I even called my lawyer, my source did confirm the pregnancy. And then I called my lawyer. I told my lawyer, there's a child now. And I confronted him about it. And he denied it when I first confronted him about it, until there was like proof, until I got proof. And yeah. And he apologized afterwards, but I mean, So I tell my lawyer about it. It's been confirmed, and now I'm like, and this is also after lockdown, you know. I'm not so financially okay, and I tell Ugai Hore, you know what, we need to divorce now. I mean, there's no coming back from a child. There's no you know, there's no this is it, it's over. And I tell him, and I'm not the one who's going to do it, because why should I be the one incurring the cost? In fact, it was my lawyer who was like, I mean, call the shots. You're at a place of calling any shots right now. And I remember sometimes he would even give me problems. I remember we had a minor argument, Diana. And I was even like, you know what, I'm not going today. I'm not meeting his lawyers. I tell my lawyer he wants issues regarding custody. And my lawyer was like, be brave, call the shots. Do it how you want. If you want full custody, get full custody. Go there and demand full custody. And then we had a very hectic morning, guys. We had a very hectic morning, and I didn't think I'd make it, but then I did go, and I could see in his face that he also wasn't expecting me there. And then when I got there, they had a minor discussion. Another thing is, I don't know, man. I think lawyers talk. And after the smaller yana discussion, when I went in, they gave me what I wanted. They gave me exactly what I wanted in my divorce settlement. So, yeah, guys. That's what happened. Never lie. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next video, guys. And if you're someone who's going through a divorce, do not despair. Don't. You just need to be brave. You need to be brave. And I mean, when people are sleeping, when you can't be sleeping, child, you sleep with one eye open, you know. You need to always like plan your next move. You need to know the tools your enemies have. You need to know what you're working with. Never close both your eyes at night. Sleep with one eye open. Okay? Yeah. And I'm shocked I didn't cry. I'm shocked I didn't get so emotional. Healing keeps on happening. Healing, it's a journey, but it's possible. So it is what it is. Bye, guys.